Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bluebaggers Edge. Well, we do have an update here, and it's another player keen to come and don the navy blue, and that is Fremantle ruck Liam Reidy, who has officially requested a trade to Carlton. So with the loss of TDK, we obviously needed to strengthen our ruck depth, and will come across as the backup to Pitnet. So he definitely feels that need as an immediate support as a 25-year-old, given that we have, of course, the developing Hudson O'Keefe. He was still quite raw in terms of ruck craft and in terms of physical size as well. The club had also been looking very, very closely in recent times at Ned Reeves from Hawthorn for this particular spot, but have settled on the out-of-contract Freo ruck, given that Reeves is actually under contract still at the moment and would therefore command a higher trade capital in comparison. Now, Reidy was drafted back in the 2023 rookie draft as a mature ager out of Frankston. He is a hulking ruck, standing at 204 centimetres and pushing 100 plus kgs. During his time at Freo, he obviously had a little opportunity to crack into their senior team with both Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson, the preferred rucks. But during his 3 seasons at Freo, he played 3 games, all of which he shared ruck duties in those games as second fiddle behind Luke Jackson in limited game time. So the beauty of Liam Reidy as that mature body is he comes to us as an immediate plug-and-play type player. As I said, he's a mature ager with a massive frame, and his form on the waffle has been elite. So this isn't someone that we've just gone out and identified as someone that could bring in his depth, not knowing what they can provide. This is someone that has really shown their wares in reserves level and perhaps suggests that if he gets the opportunity, could take his game to another level. In 2024, he averaged a whopping 45.5 hitouts across 17 games, and similarly, 41.8 hitouts across 17 games in 2025. Now, this featured multiple games as well of 50 plus hitouts to really underline his dominance. Now, the one knock on his game is he perhaps doesn't get enough of his hands on the ball around the ground or push forward enough to really impact the scoreboard, but that is certainly a part of his game that he is elevated in 2025 at waffle level, lifting disposals from 11.8 disposals in 2024 to 16 disposals in 2025. And it was in the back part of 2025 where you can really see he has taken his game to another level, drifting forward more in-game to kick 7 goals in his last 11 games of the season at an average of 18 disposals. So again, this is someone that is showing that he's at a stage of his career. We're talking about, experience in the reserves, development in terms of his game, that he's able to work on deficiencies and, again, perhaps suggest that if he gets the opportunity, could really be a bargain pickup. In terms of what he'll cost, this is very much, again, a moneyball type play by the club, going for a player who is showing very solid form in the reserves, but can't get the opportunity due to the quality of players ahead of him in the ruck. So we're talking a low investment, low risk, high reward type situation, very much akin to Campbell Chesser. I anticipate it'll be a trade of a late pick going Freo's way, or perhaps, a late swap of picks between both clubs where we perhaps slide back, a few spots in the draft and pick him up virtually for free. I really, really rate this move as it's such a smart strategy by the club. Again, just cherry picking blokes that could play roles and, not really cost much. There's obviously the free agency side of things, which is the tried and tested side of things. You're not giving up capital, you're giving up salary cap space. But here, we're not giving up any trade capital. And when it comes to salary cap space, he's not going to be commanding much coin either. So it's a really, really nice way for the club to, look outside the free agency side of things and cherry pick blokes that can really, really play roles and be valuable depth at the very least. So I very much liken it to Hawthorn, who traded for the 24-year-old Lloyd Meek at the time, who likewise was languishing behind both Darcy and Luke Jackson at Fremantle. And of course, as we know, he's since gone on to establish himself as the Hawks' outright number 1 ruck. So great value there. And I think we could very much get the same sort of dividends from Liam Reidy. And when we're talking about mature rucks being targeted due to limited opportunity, my mind is cast right back to most famously, Richmond. They cherry-picked Nankervis out of Sydney in 2016 when he was the 3rd ruckman in line behind Callum Sinclair and Sam Naismith at that time. They traded pick 46 for him. And of course, as we know, he goes on to become a premiership ruck and be one of their most important rucks in their history since perhaps Brad Otten. These are the sort of moves that we need to be making to find these diamonds in the rough, guys who have talent, have shown enough at reserves level, but perhaps haven't had the opportunity due to competition or injury, as is the case with both Liam Reidy and Chesser falling into both of those categories respectively. But that's it for now on the trade front, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know, as always, your thoughts down in the comment section below. And don't forget to give us a subscribe if you are enjoying our content as we shift ever so closer to that 1K subscriber mark. If you can help us get there, we very much appreciate it. But until next time, ladies and gents, we'll see you in the next one. Go Baggers.
Have you ever heard